Hello! In this video I'm going to be discussing the Summoner class of Titan Quest. Summoner consists of Earth and Nature masteries. With this class, you can sort of mold it a bit to your playstyle. For the most part, it's a good petmancer class, hence the name, Summoner. It's good for summoning quite a variety of pets in both Earth and Nature masteries. But you can also focus more on the spellcasting side of it if you want to, so you'll obviously get less pets and make more room for actual offensive spells. So I'll go into the skills. I'll begin with the Earth. I think Earth is a better mastery to start with of the two, although it doesn't matter too much. Just Earth has offensive skills in the beginning, so you can already start to deal some damage from early on in a game. So I think Earth is a better one. So we've got the basic skills here, like Earth Enchantment, of course. That'll be enchanting your weapon, whether you use a staff or melee weapons. Doesn't matter too much, although this class is a pure mage class, so using staff is more preferred. Then you got some other sort of important supplementary skills like heat shield and stone form. They good defensive stuff. Actually, heat shield is pretty good because you can cast it not only on yourself but on your pets as well, so you can give them additional layer of defense. And then we've got on the right hand side, we've got mostly like offensive spells. We've got volcanic orb and stuff and flame surge, although you'll probably not get that many skill points if you're going for mostly for pets. So I'll just suggest Eruption is just a good, like if you can get only one offensive spell, get Eruption. I think that's good enough. It only takes 12 skill points and it's pretty good. And then we got 1 point in volatility. That's good as well. At least 1 point. You can put more if you got more skill points. Also, Ring of Flame is pretty good. You probably wouldn't have that many skill points left at the end, but if you get swarmed by enemies a lot, then that's a good one to get. It'll be quite helpful. But for the most part, your pets should be doing most of the aggro, and you should be standing mostly aside and just supporting them. So here we go with the pets now. Cordweller. I think he'll be a really good meat shield for this class. So I suggest you to max pretty much the entire tree apart from Wildfire, which you only put 1 point in it. You don't need really to max it because it doesn't benefit that much from any more points. But the rest of it you should max out. The synergies, Inner Fire and Metamorphosis actually will make him a lot more sturdy and more powerful, so he'll be able to tank better. Yeah, let's go into the nature. As I said with pets again, wolves you've got nymph as well, although you aren't likely to have that many skill points to have nymph as well. So if you have to pick between wolves and nymph, wolves are better. So if you have a Cordweller and wolves, actually it's a good combination because Cordweller is your meat shield. He'll be sort of like your bodyguard, and wolves, they're like your offensive ones. They just go out there and fight the enemies, just tearing them apart and stuff. So wolves is good. Get the entire tree, like max it out apart from the mole skill, which you only get 1 point because it doesn't really do that much bleeding damage. You only need that skill so you can get the others because it's an essential skill to get the next two. And I've got other skills in nature. I would highly suggest Regrowth Tree because you'll need it to heal your pets. You probably don't need to max it actually that early on because pets won't have that much health to heal. You actually can even see, I've only put like 9 points here. It should be enough to heal your pet. And if later on, like towards like legendary difficulty, if you need any more points, you can put more. And the dissemination synergy is actually pretty good as well because it spreads to multiple pets. And since you got loads of pets, it will be good to sort of heal them all in a single spell casting. Heart of Oak, that's pretty much essential as well because it will buff you up, give you loads of health, and it will actually spread onto your pets as well, providing they're within the area, like close by to you, so it will spread to them as well. Just make sure they're not set to aggressive stance. Just if they're sort of defensive or normal, then they will be close to you all the time. Plague is actually a really good debuff as well. It's especially susceptibility skill. It will soften the enemies and actually make it easier for your pets to finish them. And you aren't likely to have skill points for anything else, like the Briar Ward and stuff, but you probably don't need Briar Ward that much. And if you got the refreshing skill, if you want, you can put 1 point in that, but you don't have to really. And yeah, that's about it. If you see this if you're going for multiple pet trees, you will actually be spending a lot of points on pets and you won't have that much on anything else. So this is up to you. If you want, you can go for just one pet tree like wolves or Cordweller, and then you'll have spare skill points to put in other skills like I said, Ring of Flame in Earth, or extra spellcasting skills like Volcanic Orb, or you can even max out the Plague here. As you see, I actually had to only put 1 point in the first 2 skills. But yeah, that's as far as the skills go. And stats, since you're going to be a pure mage, most likely to be a pure mage, then you only really need to put points in intelligence. You shouldn't need to put in energy because both Earth and Nature Masters give you a lot of energy bonuses, so you should have enough energy. If you don't, then you can add some more because you'll be quite a lot of summoning, and summons do take quite a lot of energy. But I think you should have enough. And you don't really need strength or dexterity unless you're going melee. If you are going melee, then you'll need to really balance it between all three main attributes. Depending how much focus you put on melee. If you're putting a lot more focus on melee, then you need to do a ratio of 2 in strength to 1 intelligence and 1 dexterity. But if not, then intelligence is going to be your main focus, and the others are going to be just supporting. And that's about it. This is the summoner class. Hope that was helpful. Bye then.